Welcome back to my channel, glad you could join me. Today's video is just a very quick plug for an upcoming series of 3 videos that I'm going to do reviewing some 7Artisan filters. As most of you know, I use ND filters, polarizers, when I shoot landscape photography. The filters of my choice are Nissi and Hader. Each of their filters start at around $80 to $100, $120. It's a big cost in photography, especially if you're starting out. Plus, all the filters that I use are slot filters, so I need one of these to put in front of my camera when I'm taking photos. Now, most of the time, that's not a big problem, but if I'm out in overcast or rainy weather, it does become a problem because the filter is open to the elements, so any sort of mist or anything gets caught on the filter, and I'm constantly wiping the filter down. So I've been looking around for some screw-on filters so I could keep my lens hood on in bad weather, so I could still use, let's say, an ND filter if I want to slow down the exposure, or a polarizing filter if I'm around water and I wanted to take the sheen of the water so I could see in the water or just cut the reflection out. Well, a couple of weeks ago, a company called 7Artisan contacted me and asked me if I'd like to review 3 of their new filters, screw-on filters, a polarizer, a neutral density filter, and a black mist filter. I said sure. I looked at the cost of them and they're like, well, for the cost, and I'll reveal the cost in the videos themselves, but believe me, they are a budget filter. They came about 3 days ago. You know, Murphy's Law, since I've had these filters here, we've had torrential rain, overcast days. I haven't been able to go out. This morning, we just got a very quick break in the weather. Couldn't really go anywhere, but I quickly just raced outside my backyard and took a couple of photos with the 10-stop ND filter and with the polarizer. I am astounded. 1, because there was no color cast, and 2, because the clarity on the images were hardly noticeable that I used a 10-stop. So here, now let's look at the 10-stop filter. So this image without the 10-stop filter, this one here with the 10-stop filter. Now, the way I adjust my camera when I'm using ND filters, especially 10 or 15 stop, is I use an app called the Lee Big Stopper app. It's a free app you download for your phone. I took one photo, 1/50th of a second, so I dialed in here on 10 stop, 1/50th, and it gave me a reading of 20 seconds. Set the camera up for 20 seconds, took a photo, bang on. It wasn't an 8.5 stop, it wasn't 9 stop, it wasn't 11 stop, it was bang on 10 stop. And look at the color between the two of them. There is no color difference at all. The white balance is spot on. Now let's look at the CPL filter or polarizer. So this is the image without the polarizer. And if you're not used to using a polarizing filter, what they do is cut out glare. It means reflective surfaces are taken away. Now on this image here, look at it here on the concrete here, because it's very overcast and it's wet, there's a lot of reflections on the concrete and also on this bar here. Now, putting the CPL filter on, the sheen is gone. All that reflectiveness is gone. There is no color difference at all. This is how good these 2 filters are. Now, the black mist, I haven't tested it out yet. This is just a quick blurb for these filters. The first video will be out in about a week or so time, I'm hoping, weather permitting. So keep an eye on these videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.